2 of my clients yesterday asked me my opinion on peptides. I'm going to be as clear and succinct as possible. Peptides are chains of amino acids. They are essentially proteins, and different proteins, different peptides have different benefits. When we conduct medical research, we are almost always starting that medical research on animals. That is how it is conducted in this country and in many countries. So it is not noteworthy to say that there are only animal studies for certain peptides, because that is how all research starts. What's noteworthy is to say that there are not human trials for peptides, or frankly for anything. And Simon Hill posted about this a few days ago. Our medical system, and that's just how it works. So when we look at the research, is there long-term research on humans on peptides? Yes, but it's only really for GLP-1s. All of the other ones that you've heard of or not, frankly, simply have not compelled other researchers to do human trials or long-term human trials. So that essentially means is that you're taking a gamble, injecting something into you, or putting it on your face, or, if we don't have long-term data about what might happen. Now, this is not, once again, inherently revolutionary. Plenty of people take drugs, medications, or do, new cancer treatments if they're truly suffering. So, my thoughts on peptides are, what are you using them to manage? Because sometimes what we're using them to manage is just a symptom and is not actually a root cause. For example, when I stopped the birth control pill, my hair, skin, and nails were a total disaster. They were falling out, my nails were breaking because I was no longer making hormones. For so long, my body was given artificial hormones that when I got off the pill, for up to 2 years after, I stopped making my own hormones. So I've only now just started getting my hair, skin, and nails and my hormones back. It's been 2 years. So about a year in, I used GHKCU because I was so miserable, and frankly, I felt not like myself because my hair, skin, and nails were falling out. But I knew that that was not going to treat the symptom of no hormones. I knew that the only thing that would treat that was time. I also took DHEA to help jumpstart my hormones, and I took a progesterone cream. So that is one example where you have to cycle GHKCU. It's a copper peptide. There are no clinical trials with humans. I do not understand the long-term risks, and I was only on it for 3 months to be as safe as possible. So as soon as I stopped taking it, my hair, skin, and nails started being crappy again. But like I said, that was a Band-Aid solution. So there are cases where it can be really beneficial. But also, all of the growth hormone that everyone is all excited about, you cannot take growth hormone until you have a full body MRI, because growth hormone will grow all the cells in your body. If you have a malignant or a benign tumor, it will grow them. If you have a cyst, it can grow that. And most people aren't going out and getting full body MRIs before they just start injecting themselves with shit. So you have to understand the risks. And in my opinion, if your symptoms are so severe that they're affecting your quality of life, then yeah, a peptide temporarily might make sense while you figure out the root cause or while you manage the root cause diagnosis. But in no universe is a peptide usually or realistically going to be a long-term solution to a problem like that. So you have to basically decide and work with a qualified person. Is this realistic for me? And is it actually treating my core problem? And if you can say yes to both of those questions and a medical provider agrees, then yeah, let's fucking go for it. See what peptides can do for you. My last note is that no peptide will excuse a crappy diet, drinking alcohol, not sleeping, not getting enough steps, and generally being a sad or mean, unhappy person. So you should be doing all those things first and then looking into peptides.